So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 15 of the QPR career mode. And we're kicking off this episode with a home game up against Newcastle United, and we were up against very tough opponents here, and especially when it was in the Capital One Cup final. Yes, that's right, the Capital One Cup final was today. And we did come very close here with Ramirez. 29 minutes, has a wonderful save from Tim Krul, and then we just missed the turning shot on the pivot kind of thing. It just went wide, but then they went on the attack. Cisse was through, had a very good shot, but Julio César made a brilliant save to keep us in the game. Unfortunately for me, their header was a little bit wide, a little bit wayward, but Hoylett then played it to Royce. Royce gets tripped, but has a wonderful shot, but Tim Krul, once again, as he always does, gets something on it to push it round the post. From the corner, Remy gets up, doesn't do anything, but Royce had a absolutely magnificent shot, but somehow Jay Simpson managed to clear it off the line, and what a clearance it actually was for him to be able to clear it off the line when the ball was travelling at that speed, but Marco Royce does it. An absolutely beautiful goal in the 58th minute puts us 1-0 up in the final. And could Marco Royce have made history for QPR? Could we have won the club thanks to our huge signing, our biggest signing ever? And he shows his quality once again with some very good skill, has another good shot, but Tim Krul with a flying save managed to get something on it and push it out wide. From the corner, Ramirez does get up well, but unfortunately they do get their head just before us, and it goes out for a goal kick. But here, 90th minute, Samba goes in and he was tripped. The referee give a penalty. I was gutted at this point, especially when I thought I was going to win it. When I was at that stage, I couldn't believe it. 90 minutes, we were just on the bridge of winning, of making history for QPR, and then Samba slides in thinking he was going to shoot, but he didn't. He played the pass. Cabaye steps up against Julio César, who's going to win. Cabaye won with an absolutely beautiful penalty. Even though Julio César went the right way, we could not get a hand on it and keep the ball out of play. So, well, 90th minute, they went and equalised. So the only thing then was extra time. Extra time was then... Well, I don't like extra time because I always think whoever scores first in extra time generally wins the match, and I'm not the best of starters. I don't start very quick, and also, as you see there, my team was pretty low on fitness, but we decided to take Hoylett off, and the player that we were going to bring on defence was Stefan Mbia. We also decided that we had to make some substitutions further up. Benzia comes on for Remy, and that was it, because we didn't want to risk making any more changes apart from Benzia for Remy. Remy is one heck of a player, but when his fitness is down, he's not too good. I think he tends to slow down a bit. You don't notice his pace nowhere near as much. But here we go, the second half, or the extra time I should say, was starting up, and they come very close here, but a wonderful save from Julio César managed to get him down to prevent that from ending up in the back of the net. They do put a lovely corner in the box through Cabaye here. I thought they were going to score there, but a very good defensive header. We actually managed to clear the ball, but here it wasn't very good news. Traore got injured. I was gutted, especially when I just making substitutions, but thankfully I still had one substitution left. And thankfully, I didn't use up that substitution, but it paid off, and I had a free substitution to make, so we could finish the game with 11 on the field, unless someone else got injured, but that's very unlikely. Townsend was the one to come on and replace him, so Townsend was really having to play the match of his life to try and prevent them from getting through, but he did. Townsend done well. We reached the final. We were now in the final. Marco Royce's penalties are pretty diabolical, but I thought he's a good enough player, I will let him take one. Ramsey here steps up, the captain step up, wonderful penalty into the back of net, 1-0 up. So the pressure was now building, and we were getting quite nervous. Cabaye, the second penalty of his game, this time he goes straight down the middle and not to the right of Julio César like he did in the match. Tarat was the next person to stand up, and that is some cool finish. to hit it with power and precise into the corner of the net. Peyton Ben Arthur, one player that I was very interested in signing, steps up and stutters, and a wonderful penalty. I'm still very interested in signing Ben Arthur because he's such a good player. Benzia, the youngster, was up. Could he keep his cool? Yes, he could. Another wonderful penalty, and our penalties so far have been very cool, and we have stepped up and made some very good goals, or scored some very good goals. But I was so close to getting to that. I thought Julio Cesar was going to clip it with his legs, but the pressure was on Ramirez, the first left-footed player to take one, and he doesn't show any nerves whatsoever as he slots that into the back of the net. The next person to stand up was Marva, whatever his name is, and he missed it. A wonderful save from Julio Cesar manages to do it for me. We then had the one and only Marco Reus. Could he score to win the match? Yes, he could. A wonderful penalty wins me the match, and we were then 1-0 up. Sorry, we were actually ended up winning the Capital One Cup. We had made history once again. The magical confetti flies down like it always does, but a absolutely beautiful win there, and a lovely goal from Marco Reus even to put us in that situation is some goal that actually done that for me. And I'm very, very confident that we will be able to push for Champions League football next year. I know it's going to be hard to try and push for it, but I think if you don't take challenges on board, then, well, you just can't, you're not going to succeed in anything you do. So I advise you to take things on board and go for your ambitions. That's it really, that's my message of the day. And as you see there, confirmation, Capital One Cup champions. That is one thing I'd never believe I would see at the start of this season, especially after my team wasn't exactly the best. Christopher Samba there getting a one match ban, and that was it really. Granero was actually coming back from injury as well, so that's good that we get a very good player coming back from injury, which I'm very happy about. So we then had a very difficult match after, and this difficult match was up against, yes, that's right, it was up against Southampton. But Marco Reus, wonderful goal there, 16th minute, and Marco Reus was on complete fire. Another wonderful goal, as you see here, runs down the wing, cuts back inside, right-footed, boom into the back of the net, and that is class from Marco Reus. And I just love it when he does things like that, because it's just like, well, I can't really explain it, to be honest, because he's just such a good player. And, well, when he's such a good player, you can't really match a player of his standard, especially someone playing for QPR is some achievement for me to be able to actually achieve him, to get him into the club. But Jose Font here goes on an amazing run, but Jose Basingo manages to get back. I couldn't believe it, the referee blew for a penalty. How on earth is this a penalty? I don't know. I looked at the replays, he got the ball cleanly, and we then got punished for it because of that. And I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because I thought we should actually have won this match, or we still obviously have possibility. But Taraps here comes very close, but hitting the crossbar. I couldn't believe it. He had missed from there. I actually thought he was going to tuck that into the back of the net, but no, he didn't. Still, we had the time left, but Nathaniel Klein was through, but the pressure got to him and he blasted it quite a bit wide, and that was good that he actually managed to miss from there, because, well, if he had scored that, I think we would have been done and dusted, because he wasn't exactly playing our best of football. But Remy was through. 90th minute, he plays a through ball to Ramirez. Ramirez isn't going to miss from there, and that was it. We had gone 1-0 up, 2-1 up. Sorry, I keep saying 1-0 up, but we had gone 2-1 up, and that is some achievement to come, actually, to show the fight right at the end of the game as well, to try and get the all-important win that we needed to try and keep our hopes alive, and we managed to get it after a long fight, and we done it. So 2-1, we ended up winning that match. And then we had the final match here up against Norwich, and Norwich, I should be beating these. whether or not I like it. I need to be beating Norwich because they're such, well, I'm not going to say they're such a good team, but I'm such a good team, to be honest, if you think about it. But I really believe that I should be beating Norwich if I want to stand a chance of being up there. So, because of that, I think I should win, to be honest. That's simple as that. But we do get quite lucky there. Ramsey getting hit in the face, but managed to control the ball, plays the ball to Royce. Royce plays it to Tarap. Tarap's wonderful shot and a wonderful save from Ruddy there to deny us from getting that goal that we needed. Hoylett does do very well here, cuts back inside on his left foot. Can he score? Yes, he can. A wonderful shot there from Hoylett. Also, a question of this episode. What I'm going to try and do is include a question in every episode, whatever the episode is, for you guys to answer. Do you want to see 2 videos a day? Let me know. It will be difficult, but 2 videos every so often, like 2 videos on Saturday and Sunday, for example. I don't know, or I just don't know. But Roos was hit. Marco Reus was there through, but unfortunately he couldn't tuck it away. Mbia does do very well to get there, but John Ruddy makes another very good save. Mbia gets his chance once again, but down the wing, cuts back inside, and I thought we got a penalty. The ref did too. The person that I decided to let step up and take it was going to be the almighty, wait for it, Aaron Ramsey. Yep, the captain steps up, and a wonderful penalty. 2-0 up, we had gone. So, do you want to see 2 episodes a day? It won't be every day, but 2 episodes every so often. Like, for example, 2 episodes every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. 2 episodes every 2 episodes every Tuesday and Thursday would probably be good. Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. So let me know if you want that. And that's a question for today. We did then have an international management offer, and that was to manage, I can't even remember. But that's it really. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time on whatever episode might be. Bye bye.